What is up, everybody? Spektrades back here with another video, and in this video we are going over this sale right here. This huge sale that happened on NAS100 on the 15-minute time frame on Thursday. Last Thursday, this crazy sale happened. I had posted it on my story, and I had stated I was gonna do a video on it, and this is the video right here. So I hope you guys stay tuned to an amazing video. Before we get started, make sure you guys are following the Instagram. That's where I really stay active at, and I really be posting and staying active. So make sure you follow the Instagram. So make sure to check the description to follow the Instagram. And also, in other news, I had finally released the Spektrades ebook. So make sure to check the first link in bio for the Spektrades ebook. It's only $29.99. It's only $30, guys. Only $30 to learn how to trade and to just learn this skill and to hone in on this skill. That's probably the best thing you can do to start off the new year, to learn a new skill and to just start off 2024 strong. So the ebook will be the first link in the description, so make sure you guys check it out. Without further ado, let's start in this video. So I have been tracking NAS100 for a long time now. So right here is a previous screenshot. This is what I was expecting for NAS100, and what I was expecting happened exactly as I anticipated, right? So right here we see these old highs right here. It's just liquidity hiding above here and hiding above here. And right here we see the sell side imbalance inefficiency right here, marked in orange. And also I had marked this old bearish engulfing order block that had did a failure swing right here. Also, I can't really annotate, but I hope my mouse is pointing, but I hope my mouse is showing where I am showing at. And now on the next slide is just price action as price was moving. And the next thing you know, price came and cleared the liquidity right here that we was looking. And then now price was gonna come into just clear the top liquidity, because as I stated right here, we have a strong bullish momentum, looking for all these old highs that failed to push price lower come and get taken out, because all these old highs right here, they were just pushing price lower to come fill this 50% fair value gap. Price came and filled, price cleanly tapped into our daily fair value gap, this fair value gap right here. And then for the next slide, and as we expected, price came and wicked above here, right? Give us a wick above here and took the liquidity, took the stop losses that was hiding above these old highs right here. And then right here is another old high, because right here we seen right here our fair value gap plus our mitigation block right here that aligned, because price failed to push price higher, right? So we knew that price was going to come and clear this old high, and we were just watching price. Price came, cleared it, tapped into our fair value gap plus our mitigation block, and that's where we are at right now, right? So, and then right here, once price tapped into our fair value gap, let's go back on the, and now that we're back on the charts, we can see that price came and tapped into our weekly fair value gap cleanly, and price came and wicked into it. And now what we can expect is just a slight pullback, right? After price tapped into a POI, we can expect price to just do a slight pullback. And then now let's scale down to the 15-minute time frame. Let's just really get straight into it, right? So we're not really gonna go over these previous price actions, so we're just gonna come back and just come and bring it here. All right, cool. So on Wednesday, right, what I was expecting, yeah, so this is Wednesday, so this is Tuesday's price action, this is Wednesday, and this is Thursday, right? So on Wednesday, right, what I was expecting, so on Wednesday, price came and cleaned these old highs right here from our Asian range liquidity. This gray box right here is our Asian range consolidation zone. So price came and cleared the old high from the Asian range consolidation zone, and then came and tapped into our 50%, closely to our 50% of our weekly fair value gap, right? So as we can see here, price came and took liquidity from this previous old high right here. Boom. Took liquidity from it. Probably a 3-minute old high right here, right? Took liquidity from it and then give us a change of character right here. Boom. Okay, cool. Change of character. Let's go back to the 15-minute, right? Cool. So price tapped into our higher time frame point of interest that we were waiting on, right? And then price took liquidity from the previous from the previous day's Asian range consolidation zone, and now we are playing inside of a higher time frame zone, right? So we go from higher time frames to lower time frames, right? So we never start from the 15 minutes to the weekly. We start from the weekly, the daily, and we just go down, right? That's our top-down analysis that I also teach inside of the ebook down below in the description. But right here we just started from the weekly straight to the trade, right? But right here, price tap into our weekly fair value gap, like we stated. This is our weekly fair value gap that was looking for price to come and tap into. So price cleared the old highs right here and then tap into the weekly fair value gap. And then let me bring that back. Okay. And then price took liquidity from this previous old high on the 3 minutes and then gave us this break of structure. But we also name it as Coach, right? A change of character. Price was in a bullish trend, but since price took liquidity from this previous old high and gave us a strong break of structure right here, right? We're gonna change this a change of character. Price went from bullish to now being bearish. That's all the change of character is, right? I might do a in-depth video on change of character. Let me know if you guys want more on it, right? But and then price came, and then price gave us a change of character. And then with momentum, look how strong this momentum was. Price came and just purged through these old lows right here. All these old lows right here that was creeping up, price came and purged through them all. Boom. And then gave us a solid break of structure right here. Boom. So right here we have our change of character. Price went from being bullish to bearish, and now this break of structure, let me put it in the bottom. This break of structure right here confirms our bearish bias. Cool. And now that we know that we are in a bearish trend, right? And now that we know we are confirmed in a bearish trend, now we can just look for any areas inside of this area to go short, right? So I did not take any of this area right here, but to understand this big sell right here, we have to understand what happened here first. And then, as we stated, price came and gave us this solid break of structure right here, right? But first, let's go down to the 3 minutes and see what happened around this area first. So let's move our mouse. Let's zoom in a little bit. As price was moving inside of our high risk time frame POI, price did our rally, give us a base, another rally, and then give us another base, and then another rally. And then this right here is just a supply and demand zone, rally, base, rally. These zones right here, these bases, price usually use them again. These bases right here are kind of powerful. If price purges through them, as you can see, either in a bullish trend or in a bearish trend, price will likely reuse these bases right here as a reacting zone. So as we can see right here, this is exactly, let me remove these. This is exactly what happened. This is the first base. Price came and used this base, lined up with this bearish engulfing block to push price down lower. But as we can see, this push lower was not strong enough to break this low. So what can that tell us? That can tell us that this right here is just internal range liquidity. And then, as we can see, price had left us this fair value gap right here. We can also use this this fair value gap, but ICT also teaches that we just use the first fair value gap, but also align our stop loss so that it can fit right here. So me personally, I always use like the first stop loss, the first fair value gap, but I give my stop loss a little range also, right? As you can see in the pictures that I posted on my Instagram. So right here, we're just gonna drag it, and as you can see, this fair value gap aligns perfectly with this base, just like I stated. Rally, base, rally, base, rally, right? And this fair value gap lined up perfectly with this base. So price came, took the liquidity from this previous old high, and then came and give us a solid break of structure of these old lows right here. So in turn, our range went from being from this high to this low right here, from this high to this low, to now being from this high to this low, because price took liquidity from this internal range high and then came and gave us a solid break of structure. So now our new range, our new range is from this high to now this low. That's why we're going to mark it now, this high now in green. We don't really need you. We're going to mark this high now in green for our start of the range, and then this low now for the end of the range. Cool. Now let's get back to the 15-minute time frames. And now we're back on the 15-minute time frames, right? We can more see now of what was going on Wednesday, right? because before we can see what happened during the day, we have to see previous price action, right? And once you understand previous price action, everything else just makes sense. I would say, like you just start seeing like the puzzle get put together. I would say, like it just becomes like a big picture. And then right here we can see that price now, this big, our start of the range right here, and then our the end of our range, price left us this bearish engulfing block right here. Boom. Bearish engulfing block, price came in, came back in, broke it, came back and broke it, give us another break of structure right here. Boom. Mitigated this 15-minute bearish engulfing block and give us another break of structure. So guess what? You guys already know this now. This high has become our new high. Boom. And now this low now has become our new low. So this now has become our range. And now this is our Asian range for Wednesday right here, right? And now for our Asian range on Wednesday, right, we know for the Asian range we have liquidity above the range and liquidity below the range. So over the night, price came in, we're just playing around, and then price came in and swept these lows right here. Boom. So let's pretend the Asian range was in here, right? So price came in, swept these lows, and tapped into this bearish engulfing block. But just like we stated, this bearish engulfing block right here, let me remove you. Boom. But this bearish engulfing block right here did not give us a solid break of structure. All it did was came back and tapped into this 15-minute bearish engulfing block right here, right? This bullish engulfing block, all it did was just mitigated this right here, but it did not give us a solid break of structure, right? So, but first and foremost, let's look at this old high right here and just look at this our new range before we see how price came and mitigated this order block. So let's scale down to the 3 minutes. Price came, tap into our 15-minute bearish engulfing block right here that we had stated. Get back to the 15 minutes. This right here, price came and tap into it. Let's get back to the 3 minutes. And now on the 3 minutes, what can we see? Let me remove this right here. Price came in, took out this old high right here inside of this 15-minute bearish engulfing block. Price took liquidity from this old high. Boom. Let me bring the liquidity side to the top. To liquidity from this old high right here, and then came and gave us a solid break of structure of these old lows. Solid break of structure of these old lows. Boom. The price came and gave us a solid break of structure of these old lows right here. Bring it down. And after this solid break of structure, we know that after a break of structure, there will always be a pullback. And the first pullback that we had after the break of structure with this was this right here. Boom. So this right here will be our liquidity high. Boom. And this right here is the liquidity high because guess what? This low right here, this high, let me mark it. This high failed to break to give us another break of structure, right? You see it was just used to mitigate this order block right here, this bullish engulfing order block. If this old high right here had came in purge lower and give us a solid break of structure like it did right here, then this high right here would be our strong high. But for now, this right here is still our strong high. Let me remove some of this. And now we mark this as our liquidity high. And now we have this beautiful unmitigated order block right here that price came in wicked closely to it, but didn't feel it, right? Closely to it, but didn't feel it. Now let's get back to the 15 minute. And now on the 15 minutes time frames, what can we see? Boom, right here. Right here, the old liquidity high that failed to push price lower and give us a break of structure. Marked up right to it. Cleanly mitigated our old bearish engulfing block and now left this bearish engulfing block. Basically the same pattern we're doing. We're just scaling down and down and down. And now what did price do? And then on Thursday, price came, boom, 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 playing around. Price came and tricked them to the liquidity from these previous old guys right here that was selling, right? Because some people were selling right here at this bearish engulfing block to little liquidity from them, and then some guys were probably hiding their stop losses at these old highs right here. But all price was doing is just clearing the liquidity from these old lows and tapping into this bullish engulfing block to come in. Guess what? During 8:30 news, let me open it on Thursday. And then on Thursday, 8:30, unemployment claims. What can we see? Price came. Let me grab my wick. Boom. At what time? 8:30 a.m. At exactly 8:30 a.m. news. Boom. Came in, cleared our old liquidity high, cleared our Asian range, wicked into our POY that we stated. And now our first take profit would have been right here. This old low right here would have been our first take profit zone. Boom. Price just purged through it cleanly. And then these old lows right here will be our next take profit zone. Wherever you see these pool of liquidities right here, we're just let me remove this. We're just where price is just creating a sort of pool right here, like you see. Just know that price will just come and just sweep right through them, probably just like you see. Boom. 8:30 news came. Price cleared the Asian range high, cleared our old liquidity high that we were stating on the 3 minutes. Bring back my cursor. Boom. And also price also showed another pattern here on the 3 minutes right here that I stated on the Spektrades playbook. So make sure you check the description also, where I teach about this also. This is just a sideways consolidation pattern, right? Right here is just a good way to know that price will go your direction, right? As price is approaching your POY, look how price is correctly moving up and down. Price is just correcting itself, going up and down sideways, and then price just come up, purge through it, and crash down. I show this exact pattern right here in the ebook. It's crazy. I show this exact pattern multiple times in the ebook. So make sure you guys check the ebook down below. This is live in action. Everything that I teach in the ebook happens all the time on the live charts, right? So right here, so this was just our sideways consolidation pattern. Price was just crawling to our POI, wick into it. This old low right here is our take profit zone, and overall we are targeting these old lows right here But this is the video right here of this crazy NAS100 sale right here that happened on Thursday on 8:30 news. Let me see how much we probably get. I probably would put my stop loss right at the high. Cool. Right at the high. And as we know, put the stop loss right at the high, just so we can be safe. If it hits our stop loss, it's a bad trade, bad decision. Then boom. So right here at this old low would have been a good 126. Let me see. A good 126. Cool. And then if you were targeting these old lows right here, let me make this blue. And if you were targeting these old lows right here, it would have been a good, let me see, 1214. Crazy trade, crazy sell trade. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something new. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and let me know whatever video you guys want me to do. And also make sure to check the description and follow the Instagram at Spektrades, and follow the Instagram at Spektrades. That's where you can DM me and stay active with me and just follow me daily. And also check out the Spektrades playbook down below, the first link in the description, where I go in depth and just on the strategies on just how to trade, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something new. Spektrades out.